And it's 10:30. Good evening and welcome to LJ News. As snow falls in the fading evening light in Istanbul, a man dressed in black appears in a hotel doorway. Shaky video footage records him staying like an apparition in a snow globe. Australia's most wanted organised crime boss then does what he has done so many times before in his decade on the run. Ayik, the Facebook gangster, Ayik turns and walks away. The video, posted in February last year on the Instagram account of Istanbul's King's Cross Hotel, is brief and blurry, yet it offered an important clue about Ayik's movements many years after his suspected role in a massive 2010 drug shipment put him on Interpol's most wanted list. It located him at a hotel a few kilometres from Istanbul's historic tourist district and the majestic Bosphorus that separates East from West, Europe from Asia. The online images suggested that, as long suspected by police, Ayik, the Australian son of Turkish migrants, was living somewhere in Turkey. But how was he managing to stay under the radar? Where exactly was he hiding out? And what was his alias? The Age, the Sydney Morning Herald, and 60 Minutes embarked on a hunt to answer these questions. The effort, which included sending Turkish sources into Ayik's suspected business, was more than an attempt to expose the whereabouts of a man who had journeyed from a local gangster to one of the kingpins of Australian crime. It also told the story of how serious transnational organised crime has evolved in recent years to a threat to national security, albeit one that has largely slipped from the political and public radar. Former and serving police officials say high-level criminals are making billions by exploiting Australia's porous borders and insatiable appetite for drugs. They are taking advantage of under-resourced policing agencies who struggle to counter targets who have more money, better technology, and access to safe havens overseas. In 2009, Ayik posted a vision to Facebook that would come to divide the media and public view of the then 31-year-old. His videos depicted the picture of a modern gangster, a gym-buffed body decked out in designer clothes, driving expensive cars and wearing $300,000 watches. He partied and traveled the world with prostitutes and bikies, was seen in Hong Kong, Mumbai, and the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. From his budding criminal career, he saw total loyalty, but he did not give it in return. Doing Ayik's dirty work landed both his cousin, Eric Dogan, and brother, Eric Ayik, in prison as Haken himself avoided doing time. By 2008, his ruthlessness was paying dividends. Ayik was the owner of 2 watches worth $500,000, as well as karaoke bars and brothels in Sydney and Canberra. He was also firmly on the radar of federal and state policing agencies for his suspected involvement in a series of drug importations worth hundreds of millions of dollars. A police intelligence report that year stated that several of Ayik's high school friends had scored on to hold high ranks in the Comancheros outlaw motorcycle gang. While Ayik himself wasn't interested in being a bikie, he believed the group could aid his growing business. By 2009, Ayik's network was also allegedly directing a corrupt Tongan customs official to assist with importations. The official was arrested after New Zealand and Tongan police discovered 40 kilograms of liquid methamphetamine, or ice, during a raid on his home. Former investigators, aware of the Tongan seizure, said police intelligence and phone taps suggested Ayik had used his doors to transport the drugs from South Africa via air freight to Tonga, where they were to be shipped to Australia. ASIO, the New South Wales Crime Commission, and the Victoria Police have all recently described the impunity afforded to crime groups by encrypted technology as devastating, with some police calling for new policies to counter the problem. The Federal Police, ASIO, and the Australian Criminal Intelligence Commission are pressing the Morrison government to pass new laws to enable police to gain greater access to encrypted or dark web communications platforms used by criminal groups, a move being resisted by privacy and civil liberty advocates. Turkish identity and birth records provided yet more pieces of the puzzle. They revealed the owner of the King's Cross Hotel, Hakan Reis, once had a different name and had renounced his Australian citizenship in 2019, leaving only his Turkish passport. Hakan Reis is Hakan Ayik, owner of the two homes in upmarket Turkish suburbs, including the Country gated community information that has been provided to federal police. But the photos show only part of the story. Sources aware of Ayik's activities in Turkey say his ongoing criminal activity, violent behavior, and love of Asian prostitutes is causing tensions in his marriage. There have been rifts with other criminal groups and threats of violence. One of Ayik's close associates and the supplier of his fake passports, criminal John Magrous, was shot in death in Greece in 2018. Ayik's Interpol red notice remains live. Whatever his name, and regardless of his gruntless new life, Australian police are still pressing to arrest and extradite the man once known as the Facebook gangster.